even
Anyway.
had NPCs helping us too, guys, and they all died. That's some fucked
Anyway.
up shit.
Yeah, anyway.
On to current game. So, Gideon, you stand over the corpse of your fallen foe. He fought valiantly, but he's no match for the great Gideon Clive.
No.
And you see him slumped, sort of glassy-eyed, his head turned vaguely towards the smaller kobold compatriot. Oh, sorry, dragonoid compatriot.
Mm.
You hear Dimble in the distance, just like pained breathing.
Dimble! Dimble! I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna go over to Dimble.
Yeah, you see that he is currently unconscious.
Probably have stab
How many-
wounds like in my lungs or something.
Is there anything I can sew?
Yeah, it's mostly like mild wounds, but yeah, stitching would definitely help.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Getting some
suture
stitches.
his stuff.
Okay, roll me a medicine check.
Oh.
Okay. You don't have a healer's kit, so he literally can't regain hit points. But
Yeah.
Dimple, I'll say that you'll wake up in half an hour
Nice.
instead of an hour and a half.
Great. So it's
Because like he's mostly sort of like sewn up areas around the lungs to ease your breathing, and sort of he's just like probably not intentionally, but while doing this, just because he's had to move you to a position where it's easier for him to suture, he's moved you to a more comfortable position.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, and in the meantime, throughout the half an hour, I would like to stack all the bodies.
Mm-hmm.
And because the thing is, I know that I was planning on trying to get to the cave today, but the thing is, I've come across a new creature that I am totally down with dissecting, and I have 3 mini versions and then a large version.
4 mini versions.
I've got 4 mini versions. Yeah, I would love to spend some time dissecting and figuring out any of these parts that I would want. Figuring out a way to, like scale or skin all the scales off, see how tough they are, etc. Like,
Yeah.
because I got some plans with these things.
Yeah, okay. So first off, just because you're going through them all, like trying to get them into a good position to basically like tear off their clothes and stuff so that they can be dissected adequately. I would like you to roll me a D100, please.
Okay.
Don't get overhyped about this if you roll like a 100. Cool. Roll me a D6.
D6.
And 2d6. You find 4 what looks like sort of white goldy looking pieces. I'm not sure Gideon would have ever seen this metal before. And you get 5 gold pieces.
Oh.
So, but just for meta's sake, you can put 4 platinum pieces in and 5 gold pieces in.
4 platinum pieces, 5 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's some good money, dude. I just
Yes,
got
you
us
see
the
big
most
one-
money
the
we've
big
ever
one
made.
has- Yeah.
We've been
You see
paid for the
one-
Lord's work. Yeah.
The big one has a coin purse on his side, and and a few of the small ones like have a couple gold to their name, probably dispersed into silver. But for the sake of simplicity, we'll make this gold.
Yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, that's
So-
what I would do throughout the half an hour. I would literally be stacking them, and then I'm gonna be measuring them. And the little ones, I'm gonna cut open one. Like I want to full
Roll
dissect
me-
these things.
Roll me a medicine check. It's going to be hard.
Beautiful.
I'll give you inspiration.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
This is all I care about. No.
No!
I wasted both of our inspirations getting a crit and then
Getting-
a
getting
fail and
both
then
times.
horrible.
Yeah,
Both
yeah.
times it's been an 8 as well. After.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
Gideon fails, he
Crit
fails
and an 8.
hard, dude.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, you take some time dissecting them, and the first thing you like look over is skin because it's obviously the easiest thing to sort of get out of the way. And one thing you notice is on almost all of them, including the big one, the hide is actually really thin. The scales are not super strong; they're almost like brittle, like they will sort of like snap like shells in your hand. And the skin is actually like the hide holding onto them is almost pretty thin. It probably reminds you of the consistency of like a bird's skin, like comparatively thin for what you'd expect for a reptile.
Yeah.
And as you sort of like look around further, you notice like their teeth are blunt. They're like, you try and look at their organs, they're just vaguely humanoid. They don't seem to be anything interesting. Their blood, like when you're examining it, you're like boiling it. It seems to be like boil at the same rate and has the same sort of consistency as human blood, same color. Despite their scales being green, all in all, it seems like the only thing they would be able to be used for is decorative purposes.
Yeah. I'm like,
if you had like a real expert to like treat.
Can
their
I
scales.
identify the sex of the large one that I killed?
Yeah, that's roll me a D2. One is
D2?
male, two is female.
Yeah.
I know I was referring to him as a he, so I apologize for cisgendering. So yeah, so one is a male. Cool. So never mind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that you used up these two. These two kobolds here. You've just like they're just like ruined of beyond any usable material.
The ones over by Dimple, or
the ones that I just put to the GM layer.
Gotcha.
And basically treat those as if they no longer exist. But yeah, they're just like piles of flesh essentially now.
Yeah, because I was trying to come to the conclusion whether or not these were pups.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a man, so I don't think a male would have any maternal instinct to keep them safe. So that's kind of ruled out in Gideon's mind. So I'm wondering, like, why are these lesser ones with such a superior creature?
So as you look at the larger one, just because I don't think this would be medicine anyway, give me a nature check.
Yeah. Yes, finally. That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah, you're dissecting this one, and it's the same sort of thing where there aren't many usable materials to be sort of garnered from it, and its eye, like you're measuring up its eye to like yours, and it's just like too small, and also it's got like the slit eye, and you're just like, no, I wouldn't be able to appear before a noble with such a thing, sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And you keep looking, and one thing you notice is that this thing, its muscle growth and sort of bone density seems incredibly weird. You like make like a cross section of a bone and examine it, and it seems almost like the bone is like widening itself as if like it's built a ring. It has like rings, almost like a tree, like on the inside of the bone, and the muscles themselves seem to almost be like overlapping layers of muscle.
Okay.
Like unnecessarily. It's not like just built-in muscle. It seems like there was a muscle and then like a muscle grew on top and then like a muscle grew on top. And this one has like more layers of muscle than all the other ones they do, were much more lean. But from you got a 21. I'm gonna say that 21 will allow you to give me a Arcana check on this.
This is the best check.
This is
ever,
hard.
man.
This is a real hard check. I just want to see. Yeah,
I am
no.
a great one.
Unfortunately, you don't get anything. This is just to see if you learned something about kobolds.
I'll cut off some of the big muscles on his shoulder, and when Dimble wakes up, I'm gonna be grilling.
Okay. You're going to eat sentient creatures.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat them. Yeah.
The standard D&D campaign. All right, Dimble. Yeah, you're like probably lying across the log that you were hiding behind, like just this mossy, damp log, and like you look around, you're like, oh god, Erwin! You roll to one side, and you see just like a sort of suturing needle.
Yes, Dimble.
What'd you take this time?
Nothing. I've sewn you back up to stop your bleeding.
Oh.
You shouldn't have an infection. I cleaned it thoroughly.
Okay, thanks.
You hungry?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go up and shove this, like, big steak thing in front of his face. Take it. You'll need your strength.
Where'd you get that?
Hunting. Take it, Dimble.
I'll take it in my hands, yeah, and I'm sure it's the best thing I've smelt in a long time.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you bite into it?
Yeah.
My understanding of muscle is it's not super nice to eat.
Yeah.
It's just like fibrous and tough and rough.
Yeah.
But you know, it's still meat. You can eat it. It's just
Tastes
it's not like the nicest thing. Gideon, roll me a d20.
How well do you cook it?
If it's above a 13, it will taste good. Below a 7, it will
Oh yeah, it's the best thing you've ever tasted in your life. Chef Gideon.
There's salt on it. There's seasoning. Like
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think there's some like nearby, like maybe some like mushrooms that I put in there. Like
you found like a mushroom. You found like two sets of mushrooms. One that was like had a purplish cap, and one that was just like your bog standard sort of brown mushroom. And you chopped those up and like cooked those with it. And then the purplish mushroom, you knew to just basically like just take it and then just like crush the stem of the mushroom down into like a powder and like put it over the top of the meat.
Oh.
It's the best. It's the best ever.
Oh, wow. Okay, I think you missed your calling. This is some,
I just look at him.
Why are you making monsters?
this is some,
Yeah.
some really good meat. Like, oh yeah.
Yes.
Just take another big bite.
Yes,
What is
yes,
it?
And he fought, and then I just like make a passing comment like, "Yes, it fought well."
What?
Guys are fucked up.
I'll just gesture over, like I'm eating part of it with a knife, you know, like I have it on a knife, and
Yeah,
I'm just
you-
eating it, and
you
I just
gest-
grab it. It's just like,
Gesture over to like the severed arm of the larger one.
of the big beast. It fought well.
I look at the meat. I look at the creature. Look at the meat. Nah, what the hell?
Yeah,
Worth it.
yeah,
It's too damn
so
good.
yeah, exactly.
It's like what are they called? They're like poppers in Futurama.
Oh.
Dude, that's like the worst thing I've ever done in D&D. Eat a person I just killed.
Yeah,
That's terrible.
No, that's happened in like at least 3 of my campaigns. Not my one specifically,
Jeez.
but things I've played in. At least 3.
That's
Probably
so
more.
bad.
Shit.
One of them was Kuatoa.
That's so bad though. Like, well, the thing is,
My character was
eating,
the only
eating
one who
like a
refused
beast,
to eat
but
that.
eating
It was
a
horrible.
sentient thing, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, my character was the only one who refused to eat Kuatoa because it's fucked up. Yeah. Alright, so, you guys sit here for a while.
I'm enjoying
You
this,
eat.
man.
It's about it's about midday, so it's a
Okay.
nice sort of break in the sun. There is some light streaming through the trees.
May we take a short rest? Yeah.
They're not just fish, Zarakin. They're sentient beings. They've been oppressed for centuries. Yeah, you guys can take a short rest.
Oh, come on.
Nice.
Let's try again.
Bet you wish you had.
A little better. Durable?
Ashwell with you now.
Or Ash? Oh, okay. and then-
Adorable or Ashwell, really.
Daddy needs a 7. Okay, you know what? Fuck you!
Oh my god. Full HP, everyone.
I'm missing 5 out of 18.
Rocking is 5. Yep.
Jesus Christ.
So, remember that you gain half back on your long rest.
Yep.
Yep.
So you'll gain
Well.
2 back on your long rest symbol.
I
Yep.
suggest that we find the entrance to the cave and wait till you're better suited to fight
I mean,
before we proceed. We're not on a timestamp for this, as much as I do long to have an eye back in my socket. I just sort of like pick at it.
Yeah. You still have an eye there unless you... Did you remove it? I don't think you removed
I
it.
didn't remove it, but I'm just sort of pick at the skin because some of it's like crusting off, you know? Like,
Mhm. Yeah, you just pick it like the scab, yeah.
yeah.
Ugh. Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
eventually going to have to remove this.
Yeah. Yeah, well, let's find the cave. We can stake it out.
Yes.
Good plan.
If you want its shield or its spear, it's over there. You might be able to use some manner of its weapons.
Well, I've got some pretty decent. Yeah, I pulled my mace out. Couldn't hurt. Yeah, I'll think about taking a spear or 2, if it has a bunch.
Yep.
Yeah.
One of them is probably broken, but you can take 2.
How much?
If
Oh,
you
it
can
is.
carry 2.
Yep, I can carry 2.
They're basically weight-wise and everything. They're just normal spears that you probably couldn't sell
Are
them for
we-
as much since they're sort of hodgepodge.
Okay. Are we using simple encumbrance?
We're using the sheet encumbrance.
Oh.
I'm wondering if the stream just says like heavily encumbered.
Oh. No, it's just encumbered.
Okay. In a combat, you can, if you have like an explorer's pack or something, you can
Drop
probably
it.
throw all of that away as long as you're like just your weapons aren't lightly encumbering you.
They're not. No.
Because like at the start of a fight,
yeah.
you can as just like a free action throw your pack off of
Cool.
the shoulder.
I'll say that I've been I've been assuming that I've been doing that then, if that's
Okay.
cool.
That's what I've been assuming that you guys have been doing if you're encumbered.
It's all my travel gear. Like it doesn't have anything important in it except for rations maybe. But yeah, cool. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. So yeah.
As long as just like your armor and weapons and like any ammo or any healing potions or anything like that you'd be carrying,
good.
as long as they don't weigh you down, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's find this cave, Dimble.
Yep. Ugh. Yeah, I get up. I just pop the last bit of the lizard steak into my mouth.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Who would like to give me a survival check?
I will, I suppose. What is your survival? Because mine's
I can get proficiency in it. My divinity.
true.
Yep. Yeah.
Go
So
for
seeing as we are looking for a place that there's probably a lot of like caves that we could find. I want to find the right cave. So I'm gonna use channel divinity.
Please God.
Please God, don't make this take longer than it has to. Yeah, and I'm channeling divinity, so this is at a +2.
1 second, I'm just gonna see how apt that is. But yeah, continue.
Okay. 15.
That's pretty good.
Yep. Could be worse.
One of the things that one of like the little fluff things about Kyrell is he's known for leading basically sailors like to shore and stuff. So
cool.
I'll say that'll extend to this. That's quite an apt thing for you to use your channel divinity on.
Sweet.
Sailors to shore is like it's also sort of like there's arguments in your religion over whether that's sort of metaphorical, like whether it's just like leading people to sort of safety / enlightenment / knowledge, or whether that's actually like literal because he's a weather god and
yeah.
So yeah. All right, Frosty,
like literally 2 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Keep going.
Run, boy.
Yeah,
T,
cool.
right.
Dimble, you hop over logs. You scurry with the squirrels.
Oh.
You find your way. You're not a wood gnome, right? You're a stout gnome.
I am a rock gnome.
Never mind. You don't scurry with the squirrels. You scurry with the rocks.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love to scurry with rocks. Yeah.
You continue on, and eventually you get to a place where the forest begins to become more sort of thicketous. Very, all the leaves sort of like leave you for instead of twigs and very sort of thick bushes, which are just like sharp pieces of like wooden twigs and branches, and you're sort of like having to push through. Probably like, keep getting poked in the face.
Like brambles.
Yeah. Sort
of. Okay.
If you Google like thicket, you'll see what I mean.
I think I have the right idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're making our way through there.
Yeah.
I would. What else? What do I? Yeah, is it still midday as we get to this part of the forest? Has it?
This has probably been roll me a d4.
Yeah.
Just how many hours? In hours?
4.
So it's like 4 in the afternoon.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we've been going a little bit.
Yep.
Let's see. So okay, yeah, I that survival proficiency wouldn't last long at all then.
Yeah, cool.
It would get us started
But
at least.
that's that's fine. It's got you in like the right direction.
Nice.
You get I think basically that survival, like, because you're using your channel divinity explicitly with it, you get like a flash in your mind of like what it looks like.
Yeah.
Rather than like knowing the way there, and then when you like get there, you're like, this isn't the right cave, Gideon.
Yep.
This isn't it. And Gideon's like, what? It could be this. What do you mean? And then you're like, no. No, I know. And then you like walk away.
Let's go.
Yeah. And then you eventually find like the right cave, as opposed to basically your guidance stops you from going into the wrong place.
Sweet.
So funny. We're both so mysterious to each other. Like we're both just like, no, this isn't it. And it's like, but how do you know? Shut up. Let's go. Like.
yeah, exactly.
All right.
What explanation ever, ever.
Yeah.
Now it's now 4 in the afternoon, and it's spring, so there's still plenty of daylight.
Okay.
So what do the two of you want to do? You have found what appears to be a it's a little way up a cliff. Like you're a little way away from it because you don't want to like you will have to expose yourself to like climb up the.
Yep.
Not expose yourself in a.
I understand. Yeah.
removal way. But you sort of have to open
Shield
yourself
your
up
eyes,
to being
shield
seen. Should I do? Yeah, no. Ashwell finds you somehow.
Yeah.
You see a little way up the this sort of like not a mountain, but almost like a plateau. So it's sort of like a hill that has sort of a flat top. And about halfway up, there's a section where it becomes rocky, and you see a slight sort of almost a semicircle, like hole in it that just leads to like black. And you're just like looking at that from like the sort of thicket that you guys are in below. The trees gave way to much more sort of uncomfortable thickety woods at this point, Gideon.
I'm sure this is the one. Gotta be.
Aye. I presume it goes deeper than it appears.
Yeah,
Could
probably.
go a long way down based on where it's perched inside of the hill.
Yeah.
If you'd like, I could go scout it out. Return with a tiny bit more information. Wouldn't go far, but
Okay.
seeing as how I can't see in the dark, it might be better if you accompany me.
Yeah. Oh God. Well, it'd probably be better if I got rid of
Remember,
this loud
this
armor.
is just as a GM thing, because this is like a usual D&D game. The purpose of this rule about like long rests and stuff is to slow you guys down,
Yep.
and also you were told by King Old that this doesn't have a time limit. So
Well, the
no
thing
rush.
is, I'm not trying to go in there to do anything. I want to see how deep it goes. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I just want to
Yeah,
see
cool.
if it's a. That's. I'm just trying to get a little bit of information on it at all, instead of just
Yeah,
like
that's-
let's wait
that's-
here and then go later. Like
That's fine. I just wanted to
Yeah.
like make sure that you guys that's just like me checking that you
Yeah.
guys are like
I
aware
have
of that.
no
Like,
I have
just-
no
just
desire
because
to
we're
get
on
into a
stream
boss
doesn't
fight
mean-
Me
without
neither. Yeah.
action surge or second wind. I have no
Yeah,
desire.
Just because we're on a stream doesn't mean you have to rush into anything.
Well,
Yeah.
you took a short rest, so you have those back.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's
But
true. I'm actually in
yeah.
tip-top shape, but
yeah, you are. You fucking. So I would. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. I think if anything happens, I've got a plan.
all right.
Don't try to save me if anything happens. Just you maybe make a distraction somewhere else, but just don't worry about it. Let's do it.
All right. After you, then, I suppose.
Alrighty. Just stay close behind. Yep,
Okay.
and I'll lead on with my.
How
climbing up the
steep
hill.
is it?
It gets to the. It's pretty easy at the start, but it does get to the point where around once you start getting close to the cave, you'll probably have to climb for about 30 to 50 feet.
Okay. Yeah. Would that require any kind of athletics to get up?
Yeah. But yeah, before that,
Yeah.
since you guys are like leaving the sort of thicket area and going out into the open, are you guys intending on being quiet, or are you guys just gonna walk up and like take a peek?
I think our intention is to be quiet.
Quiet, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I would like both of you to roll stealth checks.
Stealth.
Oh God. Yeah, I think.
Absolutely wonderful. I am
we're
so
absolute
much
gross.
good at stealth, everyone.
much good. Very wow.
I rolled a 5 for the layman's out there.
For a couple of reasons. I'm going to cast Enhance Ability with Cat's Grace. So
Nice.
I can get advantage on dex checks, and I don't take some fall damage. So, yes. I'm going to, cast that.
Dimble looks over at you after casting it and says, like, "How do you like me, meow?" And he just
No,
starts
no.
making.
You,
Just starts
hey,
making cat.
hey.
He just starts making cat puns.
That's fucked up, man.
How do you like me, meow?
Look, spells
How do you
have
like
to
me,
spells
meow?
have to have some disadvantages. Yours is horrible jokes.
Yeah, well, whatever. So,
The Bald's Grace one made you become like,
strong,
crazy
like
chisel,
buff
yeah.
as hell, yeah. That's
made
fine.
you a roid taker. So
How about I just grow whiskers with this one?
that's fine if you want to do that. I much prefer the cat puns, but if it's
I mean,
up
I'll
to you,
totally. I'm down to make cat puns. I'd do them anyway, but whatever. All
it's up
right,
to you.
let's do this. I've only got 9 lives, so I start crawling up the mountain.
Oh,
Yep.
God.
I make a stealth.
Roll me a stealth check.
So this is at normal.
Yep. Because of cat's grace.
Hey, better than you.
Nice. So I'm going to roll this, and let's roll it publicly.
Yeah, that's the issue. I need to my thing is, I need to, like... Oh, wow.
Hey.
Hey!
So, as you guys are moving up, you get to the bit just about where you're about to climb up, and you begin hearing the clinking of metal. And you see a group similar to the one that you encountered in the middle of the forest, making their way up. And you straight up like have a Frodo and Sam moment, where the two of you like just sort of like cling to the wall, and just like are trying to be as quiet as possible and like keep in the shadows, and then you like slowly start making your way around, and one of them goes, "Kashmira." He's like looking around at you, and then the one with the shield and the spear, similar to the other one, though this one only has 2 spears, grabs the one who's like going to look for you, and he's like, "Dobila machama," and they begin to basically climb up the cliff and make their way into their cave.
Stupid.
As you guys are just like,
close one. Yeah.
Well, that's very fortunate. That's very fortunate, Nimble.
Yeah. Whew.
They're dumber than they look.
One might say that.
Filthy beasts. See what they're up to.
Well, let's just keep in mind that old saying, curiosity killed the cat. Start climbing up more.
Yes. Like...
yeah.
You did this, Ruben.
I'm fine with this. I'm perfectly happy.
Good. Let's make my way.
I did also say like that's fine if you want to just have whiskers.
No, I like this better. It pisses Frosty off.
Yeah, good. That was my intention too. So yeah, you start triggered McTiggered. You begin climbing up. I would like you guys to make me athletics checks.
Athletics.
Retro boys.
By the way, just so I know exactly what this is used, acrobatics is literally just used for like diving over tables and flipping up stuff and stuff, right? Like just crazy weird.
Yeah,
things.
you can also use it for like
balance,
parkour, like dodging out of the way of things, balance, those sorts of things.
I'm just curious. I was just curious.
Yeah. But athletics is basically used for anything that you can imagine being an Olympic sport.
That amazing moment
other
that
than
I
maybe,
will get a 19
like pole vaulting
off of a 0.
and acrobatics.
I've got the 1. Okay, 12. Yeah. Good.
Cool.
Very good.
Both of you make the DC for halfway. So both of you make it halfway up. Shit. Dimble, you're a little bit slower, partially because of your armor and partially because of because of Gideon's grace above you. No, because you're shorter, so it's harder for you to like reach.
Yeah, it's hard for you to look up. It's such a man. It's such a man. Just crawling up. You're just
glistening specimen.
Yeah, exactly.
It's harder for you to look.
Such a Clive.
Oh my
Such
God.
a Clive. It's harder. It's harder for you to like reach handholds from where your feet are because you're shorter.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I would like another athletics check for the second half.
I'm just gonna. How high up are we right now?
25 feet.
Okay, not too bad. Yeah.
20 feet.
Oh yes.
Even better. Yeah. So I'll make it to.
Will you make it to?
Nope.
Nice. So
we both fall off and die.
Both of you fail. Nice. Gideon, you slip down, and I would like you to make me an acrobatics check as you try and orient yourself, like grab onto something as you slip. Yeah, nice. So you slip down and manage to just find a ledge, like about 8 feet down, and grab it. It hurts your arm, and you take a d6 full damage, but it's less than you would have taken if you fell all the way.
Bastard!
And Dimble.
Yeah.
So you are now at roughly like 12 feet up, Gideon.
How high am I when I fail?
Well, you're rolling me an acrobatics.
I am. Oh.
You were at 20. You're at 20 feet when you fell.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'll roll the acrobatics, but I do have a spell that may negate the damage anyway. Oh, thank heavens.
Yeah, you just fall like all the way down and just land. But what are you gonna?
Cat's Grace allows me to ignore any fall damage of 20 feet or less.
Perfect.
Wait for this.
Yeah,
I'll post it. There you go.
You're about to land on your back,
and then I flip.
Unnaturally, you like turn around and land on your hands, and like it's almost as if you're landing not even on your hands, but on like all your fingers and your tippy toes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just like,
Wow.
You just like look around.
Cool.
I'm just gonna look down. What in the god? This is uncivilized, and I'm gonna start going towards where they were walking up.
Oh no, they were climbing up.
They were climbing those fucking. Should have bought a grappling hook.
Hookah.
We need a hook.
I'll start climbing up behind him.
All right.
Again.
Yep. Roll me an athletics.
Athletics.
I'm going to die. I'm going to kill myself.
So
This
you're all the
is
way down.
terrible.
Should he?
I'm going to die, everyone.
Should he use bull
Nice.
strength? Oh boy!
Dimble, Gideon, you fall the rest of the 10 feet and take two damage. As basically the handhold that you had was good for falling, like to catch yourself, but you realize there are no other footholds or handholds like within a range of it. And as you like try to reach for the furthest away one, you just like slip and fall down, landing on your side from 10 feet. You take 2 more bludgeoning, and Dimble, you just can't climb up. You try and start climbing, and you just can't get like a grasp at the wall.
Damn it! We need to find a hook. We need to find a hook. I'm not a mountain goat. It seems that I'm not able to traverse these harsh conditions.
Don't you have some body part that you can use to help us?
I love that the two people just crap athletics and just like, please climb.
Yeah.
Hold on. Those creatures seem to be climbing in rip. Hold on a moment. Let us go back to those corpses. I might be able to craft us some sort of makeshift grappling hook with their limbs.
Wait a minute. Oh man, I had an idea.
They're 4 hours away, by the way, those corpses.
That's none of my business. I'm just sipping my tea.
That's fine.
Gideon.
Just Dimble, don't blame me on that 4 hours. Dimble rolled the d4.
Yeah.
Whatever.
God damn it, Dimble.
Gideon. Oh my god,
Yes.
Dimble didn't roll shit. Actually, this is a question for Ruben before I go on. Can we only take one long rest every 24 hours? Is it how it works?
I'm not sure there's any rules against that.
I thought that was how it works, but I've let my players do otherwise. Okay. I only asked because I was going to tell Gideon, maybe we should take an early rest, and after I have a way to...
Character can't benefit from more than one long rest in a 24-hour period. Yep. That is the rules.
Yep. Okay, perfect.
And they must have at least 1 hit point at the start of the rest to gain the benefit.
Yep. So we could stake the place out a bit until nightfall, take a rest.
Right.
Early morning, I might have a way to draw them out, so to speak. You see, you ever been in an earthquake? Any kind of aftershocks, anything like that? You know what an earthquake is, Gideon.
We came from the same place, Jimbo.
Yeah.
We're from the same country.
Yeah.
I choose not to live in a volatile countryside. Why do you ask?
Okay, well, I've read a lot about them. So, basically, I can emulate them to an extent. It won't hurt anybody, but it'll make some noise, make something happen. And when things happen, people come running. I can make it sound like there's tremors coming from wherever I want.
You suggest an ambush.
Yep. I mean, I'm assuming they're going to have superior numbers, so if we don't have a way to get the drop on them, well, we shouldn't fight them on their home turf. And, well, I point up the cliff. That's what that is.
Couldn't we draw them out?
Exactly.
Couldn't we draw them out, and then if they were climbing down to get us, you could make the earth shake?
It's not strong enough to do anything like that, sadly. Only enough to really make them feel it. Make them want to know what it is, in my mind.
I'd be a bit more confident in this plan if I had my good eye. Because I'd be able to pick several of them off before they even touch the ground. Yeah. And what's to stop them from just going back into their hold?
Well, if they're curious...
Flinging rocks at us.
If they're curious about what it is that's creating the ruckus, well, they might want to explore. This is actually a question, Ruben. How foliaged is the area around this cliff and cave? How covered?
Foliage. There's a lot of like I described, the twiggy trees, that sort of, and twig-like bushes, but there's very little green on them. So although if you were a fair way in, since it's so thick, you wouldn't be able to be seen. If you're like at the edges, it would be pretty obvious because you're only behind like 2 trees, essentially a tree without leaves, right?
Okay.
So they would be able to see you through the twigs. But it's really like thick, the amount of trees. It's just that they don't have like much greenery on.
Yep, that makes sense to me.
Curiosity implies some sort of intelligence, and I wouldn't be so generous to these creatures. Instinct, maybe.
Well,
that's all we have for now.
Instinct will pull them in the direction of possible danger. Possible interloper.
It's the best thing we have for now, seeing as we didn't bring any grappling hooks.
Say that again, Gideon. What should we have brought?
I should have bought one back in town. A grappling hook.
Grappling hook?
Hook.
Hook?
Hook. Why are you repeating the words that I'm saying?
Find a nice place to hold out. Yeah, and I just start like walking off. Like, oh goodness.
The DM is gone.
Yeah,
someone saved me from this.
Blackness. Oh, okay, nice.
A grappling hook.
Hook. Yeah.
I could have fashioned one out of the crocodiles. Okay. Yeah. So let's.
Is there a way to circumvent this cliff somehow or slightly to get to a position that's not directly in front of it?
What do you mean?
Wait a minute. Okay, so is this cliff like?
Because it's on a plateau, there might be another way to go, where there's an easier route.
I'm gonna draw. Like
Thank you.
Thank you.
A terrible, because I don't have my tablet, so I'm drawing by mouse.
It's fine.
A terrible little diagram. So if you imagine, this is the edge. This is the grass.
Are we on the same map?
Yeah, I'll be moving you 1 second.
Your ass is grass, boy.
And I'm going to mow it.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm gonna use that.
I'm gonna mow it. Oh God.
I think that's from Bob's Burgers. I've completely ripped that off. So if you imagine this very odd-looking thing, if you imagine if I color this, will be more understandable.
Oh, okay.
So on the right, that's the sort of grass area. So you're either gonna have to like drop down onto the cliff or climb up to it.
Mm-hmm. I understand. But what is like in either direction here? Is it just more cliff? Like, is this?
It's a plateau, so it's essentially like a raised.
Oh.
It's like a mountain got like cut.
I know
It's a really defensible location.
I know what you're saying. Yep. Well, what we could do,
you could probably find an area of the plateau that's easier to climb, and to the point where you could probably just like have a steep hike and then drop down.
Yeah.
On them.
That's my thought.
Which is easier to do than climbing, but has also the risk of falling and taking damage, but just might be easier.
A lot more damage.
You might actually be able to climb.
Yeah, exactly. I'll look at Giddy. I think we should try to circumvent this side, the plateau. Try to climb up another way, maybe an easier way where we don't need the tools, and maybe we'll even be able to stake out the top. Just listen.
Potentially, it's worth a shot.
Well, let's do it.
I'm also thinking that based on the fact that cave is on the top of what seemingly is a plateau, and it seems to be embedded deep, I doubt there's any natural source of water that would drain down there, so it means that they might have to frequent a nearby stream to get themselves hydrated. And if that's the case, we might be able to ambush them at the water if we wait.
Or...
So yeah, if you guys imagine something a little bit more like this, but bigger... I'm just going to post like an image from Google Images. Because I couldn't find like a good one of like a medium-sized plateau. But yeah, something like that, but like a lot bigger.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
We're cowboys now, Dimble. Yeah.
Home on the range. Yeah. Yeah, so can... would Gideon want us to try to circumvent the plateau, try to find an easier way to climb?
I'm fine with that, and if we can't find an easier way up, I say that we seek water and perhaps wait nearby it.
Okay.
I'll be damned if they don't come down and have a drink by morning.
They might have a source of groundwater, though. It might be a reservoir down there. Who knows?
Maybe.
Just because we've had odd break times today because of that earlier combat, I'm going to have a break here, and then we will play up until 11.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, just because I messed up the break times earlier, put everything about sync. So the last 2 episodes of the VOD are going to be a bit shorter than they usually are. They're going to be like...
Hello, Bon Jovi!
20 minutes, half an hour. Hello.
Yes. Good timing. Actually, Bon Jovi. We're now able to talk to all of you.